I don't like seeing tears stream down your face. It probably feels as if your biggest passion shattered right in front of you. You feel imprisoned in your body. Your mind cannot think because of the pain. When the pain subsides temporarily, frustration, anger, and denial take over and overwhelm your being. Take a deep breath and stay with me.
Nice work, Campbell.
It started with severe abdominal pain. I was healthy, and then I wasn't. The pain then began in my legs, first in my right, and then in my left. I lost control over my lower legs. My arms began to spasm. I felt like I was losing control over my own body. I was recruited to row at University of Virginia. When I first set foot on campus, I fell in love with the beauty. I walked into the erg room, grateful for everything, entitled to nothing. And at that moment, I knew this is the place that I would call home. I moved into the dorms August 18th, 2021. The start of 4 years, I thought. 4 years turned into 6 weeks. 6 weeks of pain, fatigue, confusion, frustration, and uncertainty. September 29th, I medically retired. It felt like my body was failing. My internal homeostasis was out of whack, and the doctors couldn't tell me why. Rest and it will get better, they said. I vividly remember standing outside of Slaughter Rec Center, our training facility. My group ran off to complete their final 30-minute rotation. Instead, I just stood there, and then I collapsed. I looked at the sky. What is happening? Though my time was short, Virginia is a part of my story. The coaches are still my mentors. The team, my family. I had been a competitive athlete since I was 7 years old. And now, it was no longer a constant. Athletes dedicate and invest their minds and bodies to a craft they call their sport in the pursuit of excellence. Oftentimes, they make a commitment to a singular role that warps their perception of their own self-concept and identity. Teammates, coaches, and other sporting personnel become their community. A series of sacrifices and sports-first decisions are made. Early mornings, evenings, weights, recovery, fueling. Physically and emotionally grueling, yet liberating and addicting in nature. And then the time comes. The last at-bat. The last huddle. And the last autograph. It especially stings when the choice is made for you. The International Olympic Committee published a study that said 45% of former athletes suffer from anxiety and depression after transitioning out of sport. Sidelined USA identified other adjectives that athletes use to describe their experience, such as shock, denial, and anger. It is especially important to note that 76% of the participants noted that they felt like part of them had died. Athlete retirement is a grief process, unforgiving and unpredictable in nature. I thought that I was solely an athlete. That's where my worth came from. But that was such a false narrative. It took a long, long time, and I still struggle with it sometimes. But I've shifted my internal dialogue to focus on what are my values. I am kind. I am empathetic. I'm a hard worker. And all of those things, all of those strengths helped me
in my athletic pursuits, but not that they can be applied in other ways. This is a commonly shared experience. It's just not talked about enough. So for the competitors out there, I want you to remind yourself of this.
I am a human first,